Yeah, this is the first time that I've ever done anything like this. But it's also the first time I've ever been in a situation like this. The situation is as follows. I reside in Phoenix, Arizona, and if you're keeping up with the news, then you know that recently we got hit with a serious storm. I mean, serious. Rooftops being blown off, trees uprooted. Hold on a minute. Yeah. I'm sorry for that little break there. Well, apparently they're rushing us to get out of here before this evening sets in. It's 11:57 here in Phoenix. But the funny thing about it is that the storm hit last night. We had a storm the day before, but we had a storm last night, and all of a sudden I went from being obscured to being the focal point because they wanted me to definitely understand that I could not stay here tonight, even though I have no resources. I have no people that I know in this particular part of the world. And so it's kind of like I'm saying, huh, and I don't drive. So I was saying, wow, this is a very interesting scenario. But be that as it may, that is what the plan is. Now, the sun, that was obviously a person who needed some serious attention. The son was only doing his job. His job was to make sure that everybody is evacuated. Where they go, who the hell cares or knows? But a lot of people here don't have resources, but they can stay in their car. That's the point. They can stay in their car. So you won't be hearing from me for a couple of days, maybe even a couple of weeks. I don't know. It depends on a whole lot of other things. I was very blessed today because I was able to use my, what do they call that? Not my Wi Fi, the other one, hotspot. My hotspot so that I would be able to reach out. My spirit just told me to reach out and to tell you that whatever resources that you might know about, I'm going to leave my email address, which is nine, the number nine, interesting, period, days at gmail.com. So that's nine interesting days, nine interesting, period, days at gmail.com. And my phone number is 408 598 5547. If you could think of any resources, just let me know because I'm really at a standstill on this one. When Katrina hit, I was in the north area, and myself and quite a few people, because I was at the radio station in those days. And we came down and we was helping everybody and going through the different conversations with people and stuff like that. But I wasn't impacted. I stayed out there for 14 days with no lights, no electricity. But the thing about it was, I was also going back and forth to the radio station and helping those who needed help, much more so than I do. So here it is. Now it's my turn. I'm knowing what it is like, not from the way I knew it previously, which was the fact that I was impacted, but not directly. I was working with Sheila Jackson Lee and Sandra Massey Hines and so many community leaders. And I opened up my mics and I let everybody come online. The guys from Katrina, from New Orleans, let them talk and let the young kids look for their parents. It was devastating. It was really horrendous. But now this isn't on that scale in a sense, at least I don't think it is at this particular point in time. I haven't been really out in the streets. I just been hearing the rumors about my surrounding area and what it looks like. We were fortunate in the sense that we weren't flooded. Now, what I mean by that is the water in my apartment was under my ankles. That's what I mean. Now, timely, it was definitely not a good time for that to happen. So back to what I said a minute ago. If you know of anything, My phone number is 408-598-5547. Or my email address is 9interesting.days@gmail.com. And I'm not only looking for this for myself, because there's a couple other people that are here, but this is not their home. And I don't know how much resources they have either. So whatever I have, I share. But there was one lady in this group that looked at me and was more concerned about me, and I was very touched by that. I'm more concerned about my animals, you know. And what does the evening hold for us here in Phoenix, Arizona? You take good care of yourself. Much love and light. Remember to create the reality that you truly do desire and not one that you don't. This is my version of an emergency resource. If you know of any resources, please send an email or give me a call. Thank you so much. Much love. This is NJ Evans. My name is Natalie J. Evans. I used to have a show on Houston's radio station called Natalie J. The Night Train. Talk to you later.